my little ambassadress. Upon my conscience, I have been looking for you. I have been on the South Parade this half hour.
Oh, Jiminy, and I've been waiting for your worship here on the North.
Oh, Faith, maybe that was the reason we did not meet. It is very comical, too, how you could go out and I not see you. But I was only taking a nap at the Parade Coffee House, and I chose the window on purpose that I might not miss you.
Oh, my stars. Now, I wager a sixpence I went by while you were asleep.
But sure enough, it must have been so, and I never dreamt it was so late till I wake. Well, my little girl, have you got nothing for me?
Oh, yes, but I have. I've got a letter for you in my pocket.
Oh, sure enough, I guess you weren't come empty-handed. Well, let me see what the dear creature says.
There's the biscuit.
Sir, there is often a sudden incentive impulse in love that has a greater reduction than years of domestic combination. Such was the commotion I felt at the first superfluous view of Sir Lucius O'Trigger. Very previous, on my word. The female punctuation forbids me to say more, yet let me add that it will give me joy infallible to find Sir Lucius worthy the last criterion of my affections. Yours one meretricious, Dahlia. Oh, upon my conscience, Lucy, your lady is a great mistress to language. Oh, faith, she is quite the queen of the dictionary, for the devil will hear of views coming at her call, though one would think it was quite out of hearing.
Aye, sir, a lady of her experience.
Experience? What? At 17?
Oh, true, sir. Oh, but then she reads so. Oh, my stars, how she will read or can.
Oh, faith, she must be very deep-read to write this way, though she is rather an arbitrary writer, too. For here are a great many poor words pressed into the service of this note that could get a habeas corpus from any court in Christendom. However, when affection guides the pen, he must be a brute who finds fault with the style.
Ah, Sir Lucius, if you were to hear how she talks to you.
Oh, tell her I'll make her the best husband in the world, and Lady O'Trigger into the bargain. But we must get the old gentlewoman's consent and do everything fairly.
Oh, nay, Sir Lucius, I thought you weren't rich enough to be so nice.
Oh, upon my word, young woman, you have hit it. Why, I am so poor that I can't afford to do a dirty action. If I did not want money, well, I'd steal your mistress and her fortune with a great deal of pleasure. However, my pretty girl, my money is like a stray colt in the field. You have to chase it into a corner to catch it. So, here's a little something to buy your ribbon. Meet me in the evening and I'll give you an answer to this. So, hussy, take a kiss beforehand to put you in mind.
Oh, nay, Sir Lucius, my lady will like you if you're so impudent.
Oh, please, Lucy, she will. That same, now what's the name of it? Modesty is a quality in a lover more praised by the women than liked. So, if your mistress ever asks you whether Sir Lucius ever gave you a kiss, tell her 50, my dear.
Oh, what? Would you have me tell her a lie?
Oh, I tell you, faggot, and make it the truth presently.
Oh, for shame now, here is someone coming.
Oh, please, unquiet your conscience.
So, ma'am, I humbly beg pardon.
Oh, love, Mr. Fagg, you flurry one.
Oh, come, Lucy, there's no one by. So a little less simplicity with a grain or two more sincerity, if you please. You play false with us, madam. I saw you give the baronet a letter. My master shall know this, and if he don't call him out, I will.
Oh, you gentlemen are so hasty. That letter was from Mrs. Minneapolis, simpleton. She is taken with Sir Lucius's address.
How? What taste some people have. But what is your lady? Any news for my master?
Bad news, Mr. Fagg. A word flies in the papers. Sir Anthony Everett is supposed to decide.
What? Captain Absolute?
Even so, I overheard it all.
Oh, very good, very good
I told you. Whimsical enough, is he? My father wants to force me to marry the very girl that I am plotting to run away with. No. He must not know of my connection with her yet. He has too summary a method for proceeding in these matters. However, I read my recantation instantly. My conversion is something private. However, I can assure him it is very simple. Looks maybe gruff. No. No! I'll die sooner than forgive him. Die, I say. I've lived these 50 years to play him.
At our last meeting, his impudence almost put me out of temper. An obstinate, passionate, self-willed boy. Who could he take after? Must be his mother. Now, this is my return for getting him before all his brothers and sisters. For putting him at 12 years old into a marching regiment and allowing him £50 a year besides his pay ever since. But I've done with him. I'll never see him more. Never. Never, never, never. Now for that makes so free. Hello. Out of the way, sir. It's the impenitent before you. I see an impudent scoundrel behind me.
Sir, I have been revolving and reflecting and considering on your past goodness, kindness, and condescension to me.
Well, sir.
I've been likewise weighing and balancing what you were pleased to mention concerning duty, obedience, and authority.
Well, sir.
I've come to acknowledge my error and submit to your will.
Well, now you talk sense. Absolute sense. Never heard anything more sensible in your life. How you shall be shackled.
Sir, I'm happy in Minneapolis.
So, my dear Jack, now I shall inform you who the lady really is. Nothing but your passion and your violence, you silly fellow, prevented me telling you at first. Prepare, Jack. For wondrous rapture, prepare. What's the use with your language?
Language? What, the language is the word, sir?
No. Jack, do you not remember? Did you never meet Mrs. Malakoff and her niece, Miss Language, that came into our county before you were last ordered off to your regiment? Malakoff? Language?
I don't remember the name at all, sir. Yes, stay, sir. Stay, I think I do recollect, sir. Language. She squints, doesn't she? Little red-haired girl.
Wait! You red-haired girl, Susan. No! Jack. What think you of blooming love between 17?
But that's where I'm quite indifferent. If I can please you in the affair, that is all I desire.
Nay, Jack, such eyes, Jack, such eyes, so innocently wild, so passionately irresolute, not a glance that speaks and kindles some thoughts of love. And then, Jack, her cheeks, blushing with the insinuations of her telltale eyes, Jack, her lips, smiling at their own discretion, and if not smiling, more sweetly more lovely insolent, Jack, than Jack, the neck. Oh, Jack.
Which is to be mine, sir, the niece or the aunt?
What? You unfeeling, insensible puppy. That's right, you big aunt. Why, when I was a young man, such a description would have made me fly like a rocket. When I ran away with your mother, I wouldn't touch anything old or ugly to gain an empire.
Oh, yes, you would.
No, sir.
Oh, yes, you would.
No, sir.
Not to please your father, sir?
Not to please the devil.
Not to please your father, sir?
Not to please my father's nose. No, not to please my father. Oh, sir.
the indulgent father that I am. I dare say not.
So you're not sorry to find out your mistress is so beautiful?
Sir, I must repeat that if I can please you in the affair, sir, this all I desire. Not that I think the woman any worse for being handsome, but sir, if you please to recollect before you mention something about a hump or two, one eye, and a few more graces of that kind. Now, without being very nice, I don't. I'd rather choose a wife who might have the usual number of limbs and a limited quantity of back. Though one eye may be very agreeable, and the prejudice is always run in favor of two, I would not wish to affect a singularity in that part of the
Oh, it's a phlegmatic sot it is. Why, Sheridan, you're an anchorite, a vile, insensible stock. You a soldier? Ah, you're a walking block. Fit only to dust the company's regimentals on odds like I ever could find to marry the girl myself.
Sir, I would think you should dispose. You should think of addressing Miss Languish yourself. I suppose you'd have me marry the aunt. Or if you should change your mind and take the old lady, it's the same to me. I'll marry the new.
Shut up. Oh, upon my word. Thou art either a very great hypocrite or fraud, but come. I know your indifference on such a subject must be all a lie. I'm sure it must. Come, down into your face. Come, confess it, Jack. You have been lying, eh? You've been playing the hypocrite, eh? Jack, you haven't been lying and playing the hypocrite.
I'm sorry, the respect and duty which I bear to you should be so mistaken.
Have your respect and duty. Well, come along with me. I will write a note to Mrs. Mallett, and you shall visit the lady directly. Her eyes should be to leave you all duty. Come along. I'll never forgive you if you don't come back stark mad with rapture and impatience. Attention! And if you don't, egad, I will marry the girl myself. Forward! March!
They told me Julia would return directly. I wonder if she's not yet come. How mean does this captious, unsatisfied temper give my cooler judgment? What tender, honest joy sparkled in her eyes when we met. How delicate was the warmth of her expression. Yet I must be satisfied that she's not really so very happy in my absence.
Oh, Thornton, I'd not have seen you again so soon.
Could I, Julia, be contented with my first welcome, restrained as we were by the presence of Sir Anthony and Drew?
Oh, Thornton, in your kindness to make me thus happy, let me not think I discuss the poorness in your first salvation.
No. What was your fancy, Julia? I was rejoiced to see you. To see you in such health. Sure, I had no cause for coldness.
Nay, then I see you have taken something ill. You must not conceal from me what it is.
Well then, shall I own to you that my joy of hearing of your health and arrival here by his neighbor Gator was somewhat damped by his wedding much of a high spirit to enjoy in Devonshire? Yes, on your mirth, your singing, your dancing, and I know not what. For such is my temper, Julia, that I should regard every mirthful moment in your absence as treason to constancy.
Oh, must I never cease to tax my Thornton with the tea in my youth of freely? Making me on reports of the sins pouring your rescue into mine. You find my sincere, but of course, may I become proverbial thoughtful
I think we have to do something about this heat.
and bake in rest.
The combination of this heat wave and drunk time to talk about fixing king. I don't know about the rest of you, but it's living near.
Nonsense, Felix. You're always hot. Felix, you're always hot.
come to me.
Quality to regard any quality kind of understanding, but only to esteem. Let's persuade.
He's refused to eat.
Surely, you know that I often read myself before. Yes.
You know, speaking of fair,
No obligation
there was
there.
a choice here yet. Sheridan, Bull, and Trade.
Yes,
Little
Julia,
porcelain
great the idea that
bowl
we should justify
and
myself.
tea
How shall I be sure?
and oh, little porcelain bowl and
Then I would still in the office
tea
of your
pot.
order in love.
Let us be free and strangers as we always have.
Oh, Julia, Julia. So ancient, yes, so ancient to be free. If your love for me were fixed on, you would not do the whole even though I wished it. Okay. Thank you. Yes, stay but for a moment.
How do you spin a ball anyway?
So, but a moment. She's coming now. Yes. A little revolutionary in the moment. Oh, she's all working, she's not coming either.
You know.
Julia, I love to say, but that you forgive me. Come, but don't tell me that.
Nicky always eats.
Yes, yes. Yes, he is coming soon. Well, I thought you were just getting anything. You're going away and flying must have been a mere princess. Well, she shall see that I was hurt by it, so no, I'll have to give her it. I hope oh, no.
You know, sometimes I
Now, don't
almost
pretend, I suppose.
want
Well,
to, I
this is not
almost
steady, it's
fear,
an obstinacy.
but then I get an ache in my arm
What happened so long?
and begin to smell thieves.
Oh, it's barbarous and unmanly. I should be ashamed to see her now. I'll wait.
May I borrow your tray?
Resentment for the fate it is when I distress her again someday I lose her forever.
It was not.
And Bravado, join passion, and long for the spleen to make me turn my folly half the day, and all the night.
Poison. Amazon.
train coming from Munch. Will you be there?
My note indeed, Waitress Lucy.
Perhaps you may know the writing.
Yes, I think I have seen that pen before. You certainly must have seen that pen before.
Yes, but read.
My soul's idol, my adored Lydia.
Oh, yeah. Tender and profane, proof of my color.
I am excessively alarmed at the intelligence you sent me. The more so as my new rival.
Oh, that's you.
Has universally the character of being an accomplished gentleman and a man of honor.
Oh, yes. But the fellow has come design is so right.
If he had, I'll answer for him then.
Oh, but read on, Captain. You'll see presently.
As for the old, weather-beaten she-dragon who guards now, what could he mean by that?
I am the old weather-beaten she-dragon. Now, read on through.
It shall go hard that I will elude her vigilance. As I am told, the same ridiculous vanity which makes her dress up her coarse features and deck her dull chat with hard words which she don't understand.
And a check upon my language, and a spur upon my tongue to speak. Sure, if I'm reprehended, it's the use of my oracular tongue and a nice derangement of epitaph.
The same ridiculous vanity which makes her dress up
You
her
needn't read that part again.
must also lay her open to the grossest deceptions from flattery and pretended admiration. So that I have a scheme to see you shortly. With the old Sheridan's consent, and even to make her a go-between in our interviews. What have you suffered from it?
Oh, have you ever read anything like it in your life? Why, you will lose my vigilance, really. Yes. Why, it's very likely to enter these doors. Will you not? What, then?
That we will, Mom, that we will. But, Mr. Sheriff, as this girl seems so infatuated by the fellow, suppose you were to wink at her corresponding with him for a time. Even let her flop and elope for him. Maybe you connive at her, while I, just in the nick, will have that fellow laid by the heels and carry her off in his place.
I'm delighted with the scheme. Never that perfect.
But pray, Mrs. Delaporte, might I not see the lady now for a few moments? I'd like to try her tennis.
Well, I don't know, Captain. I doubt she's unprepared for a visit of this kind. There is a certain cause.
Or she won't mind me only say Beverly.
Huh? Why, what did you say about Beverly?
I was only going to say by way of jest, you should say it was Beverly who was to know. I've come down fast enough there.
She well deserves. Besides, you know the fellow says he'll get my consent to see her. Lydia, come down here. Oh, well, you make me a no sweet in their interview. Lydia, come down, I say. That's your laugh. You
This is very ridiculous upon my soul.
well, the little hoppy goat. I'll go and tell her who it is. She shall know that Captain Absolute has come to wait for her. Don't make her behave as becoming the young woman.
I think that now I would throw off all disguise at once and seize my prize with security. But Lydia's caprice, that to undeceive her probably would lose. See what is lose.
Oh, what a scene am I now to go through? Surely nothing can be more dreadful than to be obliged to listen to the loathsome address of a stranger to one's home. I have heard of girls as I am, who have appealed in behalf of their favored lover to the generosity of his life. Suppose I was a star. There stands the hated rival. Oh, an awful perfume. But oh, how unlike myself. I wonder if he doesn't. Truly he seems a very negligent wooer, quite at ease upon my word. Well, I'll speak first. Mr. Absent. Traveling? I am so astonished and so terrified and so overjoyed. Oh, for heaven's sake, how came you here?
I have deceived your uncle. I was informed that my new rival would come to visit today, and contriving to have him kept away, I pressed myself on her as Captain Absolute.
Oh, charming. And he really thinks for young Esme. Oh, I come forbear laughing. To think how much the gas is overreached.
I love to trifle with my precious moment. Such another opportunity may not occur. Let me now conjure my condescending angel to fix the time when I may rescue her from undeserved persecution. And with a license for her, plead for my reward.
Will you then, Beverly, consent to forfeit that portion of my fortune that burden on the wings of love?
Come to me with everlasting love. Bring no portion to me with thy love. Oh, be generous in you, Lydia. For well you know it is the only dower you are forfeited.
Wait about his words. How charming will public intuition.
By heavens, I would fling all this fortune from me with a prodigal hand. To enjoy the scene, when I might clasp my lips with my and say the word for no smile to you. What here? She comes out now, devil.
Now could I fly with him to the uncanny. But my persecution is not yet come to a conclusion. Oh, I'm impatient to see how you will hussy the portrait.
Send thy warmth